Alright, Scouts 311, back with Shogun 2, the Chosokabe campaign. Just gonna mess around with this for a little bit. I did screw up once already, I think. I'm gonna screw up a lot, and I didn't even... Before this turn ended, I should have made some more units. I could make one more unit, maybe? Or maybe two more. So I'll make some more archers, and some... I could make the bow samurai, which is more expensive, and they're better, though. But... yeah, see, I can make two archers, two a turn right now, which should be based directly off of this guy. I can recruit, well, +1, so I guess it means 2 total. If I upgrade this, same thing. So anyway, I should have done that already. Last turn, they would have been ready this turn. And I'm going to send these guys in this castle to replenish. And these Kono is who I'm going to go after, but I'm going to start making a little bit of an army here to attack them with. So we have more money. We got 1971. We're recruiting 2 units who should have already been out, but I screwed up. Said I'm not very good at this game, so I will be screwing up quite a bit. And then we could up our roads, I guess, this turn. You don't want to go too far. You don't want to get in debt too much. So you want to take your time. We are going to get our bonus, and on this next turn, we'll get +1 to our clan tax rate. If you look at our finances, our tax income is 510. Trade income is 193. So we're getting 510. So let's see how that changes once we... So here comes Kono into our lands. So we gotta go take them out.
Ideal for whittling down the enemy
So we
before
got our
battle
bow
is
Ashigaru. They give a little
These
movie.
troops are best kept at range, and will Yari Ashigaru provide excellent defense against enemy cavalry
like
charges.
Peasants.
But their tight formations leave them
Kind of.
vulnerable.
These are like the peasant
to
guys. They're not
missile troops.
samurais or nothing. And we got our chi, which means we have more of a... So make sure you switch to your Mastery of the Arts, because it automatically put us on Zen, which we don't really want right now. It's for happiness. I'd rather take this one, which is a better upkeep cost for our armies. Lower upkeep cost. So we went from 510 to, we're up to 860 now in our income. So we took a big boost in our tax income for getting that. Plus our port, too. Went up too, so we got a bigger boost there too. So we want to upgrade. We can't do trade ships yet, so we want to upgrade our port again. That is important because we will be able to make trade ships once this is done. This is going to take 4 turns, so let's get that going right away. And now our army is obviously bigger because we got more units here. So let us take these guys out of here, and you're going to attack. Let's recruit again. Let's recruit a couple more bow units that we'll probably leave in here as a defense. We'll see how we do it. So we're going to take our army out. They're pretty much full, almost all full. Then we're going to take out these Kono guys who are trying to march on our lands. They will either attack us or they will go and destroy like our farms. So our farms won't work for another turn. Then we have to rebuild them. So we're going to take these guys out. And once we take these guys out, we should probably just go straight in, I would think, and attack their homeland. Alright, so we have a dry weather conditions. We'll keep that. And we're going to skip the speech this time. It's pretty much the same thing every time. So we are on the attack again. So we are a bow up front. These units do our basic start attack bonus thing. And here they are, and they're going to start moving towards this hill area. Try to get a little bit of a high ground advantage, it looks like. Just typical. If you're on, you know, the defensive side of an attack, you try to get in the best position. Offensively, you really can't do much about it. It seems like you're kind of stuck trying to just get to where you can attack. So we should be shooting, yeah. They left their archers out to die again. So we gotta take our second general as we did last time and take these archers out, and then we'll move on. They went way up high. Wow. And when you have somebody you can hit delete right behind your attackers, which is kind of a good camera angle. So that should end up routing these guys really quickly. And we can continue our stretch towards here to try to take these guys out. They have a high... archer we don't now. These are Yari Ashigaru, which are spearmen. We don't want to send our horses right after their spearmen. Obviously, you've seen what happens when we send. Well, the spearmen stop. Spearmen. Running horses directly into spearmen is not going to be that. So we'll bring out our guys. Didn't really want to do that. Basically, just going to be a big brawl here. Now we can take our horse guys, actually, and kind of swing around the side. Want to try to obviously they brought their horse over that part. My archers will start taking some damage here.
My lord, a glorious victory will soon be yours.
You can't send the horses after their spear guys when they're routed like this, because then you're going to get them from the back anyway. They're just running. Alright, so we had a decisive victory. They only have 44 units remaining. That is enough for them to go back. So we are in autumn. So we do not want to chase them right now, because there's that thing called, what's it called? I can't remember the name of it. God, it's been a while. Attrition. If we are in another province that is not our own in the winter, we'll actually lose units for that month. We'll lose guys, because we have, like, they're not, you know, they don't have as easy access to food and whatever. If we're in our province, we're fine. So their province will lose a turn. So the next turn is winter. We can go in here and kill these guys. Oh, and actually, we can't make it. You can see. Actually, can we make it? We can make it, but I don't know if we can get back. We may be able to. You know what? Let's go try it. If we can get back after the fight, that's what we want. So we'll auto-resolve the rest of this fight. They only have 30 or 40 guys anyway. Oh, we actually lost a few guys. Come on. Lost 4 guys. Hopefully we can get back. But that takes care of their rebels. They don't have a chance to really do much. Yeah, we can get back. Okay, so we'll get back on our side of the... back in our lands, so we don't get affected by that attrition. And we got 2 guys in recruitment for them to here, and we actually have everything else going that we can do right now. And our Master of the Arts is correct, so let's go to the next turn. So we should be able to hopefully take out this Kono in the next turn. We could maybe get more guys in our army. I don't know if we really need it. The conquest of Shikotoso is on control. Yeah, provinces. Capture any province is basically our objective, and we get +1 recruitment slots for 4 seasons once we capture another province, which is what we're going to attempt to do. I'd probably wait 1 more turn though, because I don't want to go in there in the winter. So, what can we do here? Our farms are completely filled until we get equal fields, which is here. We can't build the next range of farms until we get Totofuken, which is actually I think what we're doing. Yeah, we can't build the next thing of roads. We're still working on our port. You know what, might as well send these guys in here. So a little bit more. We have a lot of bow, but we are a bow, heavy clan. That's kind of our point. So we'll make 1 more unit to stay at home with, I guess, and we will upgrade this lumber camp. That'll put us down to almost no money, but it will give us more income, more things to trade, and our ships will cost less to build actually. Okay, it costs 5 turns though. And we'll wait 1 more turn here and see if anything happens, and then we will attempt to take out the Kono province. They are probably rebuilding a little bit of their troops, but we hopefully should have a higher number. These white lines on the flag represents how many troops you have, how many units. So you can do a quick glance and be like, oh, okay. They have a lot more than we do. We're in trouble. Yeah. So, okay, let's chill out on spending money maybe for a little bit here, and let's start heading into their town. We want to go down the roads if possible. We have more range of movement by doing that. All right, so let's take out this group. This looks like the last bit of... They don't have anybody left. They have 1 guy left in here. Every town has at least one unit of garrison. Once we take these guys out, we're just gonna auto this. We should mop these guys up. Yeah, we lost only 17 guys in that fight. I'll probably auto some of those, the easy fights and show maybe the bigger brawls. We can actually siege these guys until they can attack us. We can attack the walls, but they have like 2 units in here, so there's another one I'm gonna end up autoing. We'll probably lose like 2 or 3 guys. We lost 2 guys and took their town. And our general leveled up. So now we can do multiple things. We can peacefully occupy this place, which is minor damage to buildings within the town. We don't get any extra money, but we get the town basically as a whole that we can now use, and the public order is better. The people that we are taking over, we can loot it, which means we take money, but a lot of the buildings get damaged, so we have to end up rebuild them, and then the people who are there hate us, which we don't want to do. And we can make them a vassal, which means they will receive our protection in return for regular tribute and free reign over their territory. And they'll provide our clan with 1 military unit. So we're not going to do that. We're going to occupy it and take it for ourselves, but in a nice way. And now we have a general increased in rank again. And we got our call to arms, which means we can recruit 1 more unit for 4 turns. because that was our mission, was to take one piece of land here. So this shows that we got that. We actually destroyed the Kono clan. They're done. Recruited a bow guy. Okay. Alright, so we're moving on here. We have now 2 provinces. This is one nice thing about the Chosokabe is that they are on this island. We have them. We have the Sanuki here and Mayoshi. And once we, you know, take these, we actually own this whole island for ourselves, which is very nice. You don't have to worry about people coming in and killing you from multiple directions. I mean, people can send a navy in with units or whatever, but you're pretty much left alone. So let's check out our new town. Now the port is our fort is damaged, so we want to repair that, which is 21, and take a turn to repair it. And then we have farms here, which are already built up. We have roads, which are already built up, and we have a harbor. Doesn't look like there's anything else really special about this province. This one has stone, which is helpful. This one is the horses, which is helpful. This is just a regular old province. And we will probably end up building, what are we going to build here? A market, maybe? To get some more money? Where's the market? Requires wave chi, which we got. And we can make a rice exchange. We get 200 to wealth, 5 per turn town growth, and we can make a Metsuke, who I'm not really sure exactly how they work. So we'll make a market here. There's no reason to really build. You kind of want to have certain towns doing certain things. You know, like we don't want to build a whole bunch of troops here and build a whole bunch of troops here. We want every town to be the same. We want to try to specialize them based on what's on the town. You know, we have wood here, which helps for ports and stuff. The stone helps for, I think, castles. Certain things help for certain. You know, horses here is a good spot to obviously make your horse guys. So, cavalry. So we are gonna, let's build a market for basically start helping our economy out. And we'll let our guys chill for a day here. And they will actually heal in this here because we own this land. So in one more turn, we'll have this guy. And diplomacy. Remember, we actually saw a new. I thought we met a new clan. We did, but we haven't actually been able to talk to them. Oh no, Sogo is the clan we met. We are not trading with them. We can trade with them, but we are going to kill them very soon. But we could attempt at least to talk to them and try to get a trade going until we kill them.
Welcome.
So
I'm here to listen
trade agreement
and to seek a worthy outcome to our
rate.
Discussions.
Alright, so we now have a proposal as trade with them as well.
Welcome.
So if you look at our finances and our trade, we're making 175 with the Mayoshi clan and 124 with Sogo. So we'll get a little bit of boost to our economy. Now before you attack him, you want to break your trade agreement, because if you attack people that you have some sort of agreement with, like backstab them basically on that turn, the rest of the clans will like learn about it and you'll lose respect or whatever. So you want to break your trade agreement off like a turn ahead or something before you go attack them. Alright, so let's end our turn. And we are slowly doing something here. So Mayoshi's making a little bit of movement. We'll most likely go after these guys next. And then, because these guys have at least 2 places. So we got our Todofuken. Way of the Art, which we have less upkeep for our armies and navies, which is nice. And we can build post roads and stations, which is the next road, and a rice exchange, which is the next market. And now we can go here for farming if we want, or we can start working on our attack stuff. But I think I'm going to go for farms, because we are a good farming nation as well. We get 2% more wealth generated from farms, and we can build the next farm. So the Chosokabe have a clan trait, Masters of the Land. Reduce recruitment costs and upkeep for all bow. Recruit superior bow and increased income from farms. So farms are really important for our clan. It's a main part of our people. So let's work on getting our farms going. Okay, so now what do we got going here? We got one group, one army guy in here. I think that's good. I don't think we have any worry about being attacked yet. So we'll keep him in there just for an added benefit of, you know, whatever. These guys will keep in for another turn. I forgot our general leveled up again. So let's finish that off. We get 30% campaign movement and 15% increase to his influence radius. If your generals buy your troops, they have a higher morale, which is important. So improves the rate at which Bushido arts are mastered. Enables wedge formation for cavalry. Huh. I don't know which one's better. I'm sure they're both good. Let's do the arts one. Maybe we'll learn our arts faster, so we can get a better, you know, higher up. It's still 7 turns, but whatever. Okay. Alright, so what can we build here? We can build the higher roads, we can build another port here, which would be beneficial. So we have +1 trade routes possible. There's a lot of things we can do. And we can recruit a little bit more in our army. Let's recruit some more guys here. How many bow guys we got? In our regular army, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. A bow is very important for our clan. And now see, this got built up again, so we're much better off. Here's our whole town, actually. We haven't looked at this yet. It shows us everything about our town. Our public order is high. Resistance to invaders is at 3, but it will be 2, it says predicted. I think that means the next turn it shall go down. And then our tax burden. We have taxes on auto, so it'll change itself. Now we have a +4 for our castle, and then we have 10 because of our garrison, because we have units in here. So we have a +7. Once we take our units out, we'll only have 4, and it'll be a 4, 5, 6. So they'll actually not be happy, but we can leave a unit in there, which will help. Okay, so we're at $1,000. Blah 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 blah. Okay, what do we want to do next? Let's get these guys recruited, and let's just take another turn of relaxing. Our ship should be coming in the next turn. Yeah, then we can start making trade ships, which would be which is going to be important for us too. I would skip this, but sometimes something happens that you want to see, you know, like if these guys move in towards us. I guess I could just say like, hey, these guys moved in towards us. So either way, it only takes, what, 20 seconds or something to go through this. Okay. So we got our reports. We all built all those units. We finished our trading port, which is nice. And some clan adopted Christianity, the Shoni, who are, I think these guys, I don't know, that's the Sogo. Alright, so we have our port, which means we can start making our trade ships. It'd be nice if we could wait until we have 2 more turns until they're actually 20% cheaper to make, but we'll be making them for a while, so you want to get started on them. They're not expensive anyway, they're only 88. We can make 1 a turn. So let's put a 2 in there. We're going to want a few of them. And we're going to want to send them quickly out here to try to take these trade routes early on. Try to get as many as you can. And then we're also going to probably send one trade ship just around, because once you see, once we get to the land here and we kind of see some of this land, then we can actually contact these people, these clans, and then we can try to make trade routes with them, which will be, help us by bringing in more income. So, okay, so we have an army. We're gonna send these guys up here. And yeah, see there, with the next turn they'll have 1 resistance to invaders. And we'll build another unit here. And we'll take, all but maybe 1? Will that work? And take them out of here to make our army. These guys are not happy, but by next turn it should actually even itself out. And we are building one more guy in there too, so okay, I'm gonna chill on the recruitment for a little bit, and we're gonna try to get over here and take these guys out soon. We can get right on the edge of our borders here, so we'll chill here. We're still able to replenish. We have 1 turn left before we replenish everybody, and we have a full army here to go after these guys. It's not a full army, but it's a pretty good army, I think. We're gonna head up and take these guys out. They got this stone, like I said earlier. Access to this resource enables the construction of higher level castles, so it's an important resource to have. Okay, so we're making our ships, and we could build a harbor here, which gives us another trade route. I don't know if, I guess we should, huh? What do you think? Yeah, let's do it. Alright. Should we break this trade agreement right away? We can probably make it into here in the next fight. Yeah, let's break it. I don't want to be the guy. I mean, I'm going to attack him anyway, but I think we want to break our trade agreements with people before.
Welcome, noble
we have a
friend.
trade agreement.
There is much to discuss for our mutual benefit.
We should wait 1 turn and do it. You know what, let's wait and see how that works. Because we can at least get the money this turn. The next turn we can break it and attack them on the same turn, if that matters or not. I'm really not sure. Alright, so we'll do all that in the next video. So, thanks for watching.